Etra-chan saw it. That's why I'm telling you to give me part of the inheritance, too!
What are you talking about? I was the one who took care of Dad!
Don't bring up old things! Dad, Auntie. A few months earlier. I'm Sasuji, a high school student. My hobbies are reading manga and watching anime, and I have a certain daily routine. Grandpa, I came to visit today, too.
Oh, Tsutsuchi, you're here.
This person is my grandfather, Tachibana. He's already in his late 70s, but his mind is still quite clear. However, his body can't handle such strain anymore, so my family and I often come to take care of him.
I always feel bad for troubling you.
It's fine. Besides, I like talking with you, Grandpa. Hey, tell me again about how you met those famous swords.
Oh, sure.
Grandpa is what you call a sword collector. He's been purchasing renowned swords from proper places and storing them for many years. Of course, he does this after completing all the necessary registrations.
But you're unusual. There aren't many girls who like swords.
Yeah. Well, I just got interested in them through anime and manga that personify swords.
Well, I'm grateful. It's nice having someone to talk about swords with. Hiragi was completely tasteless, despite supposedly having samurai blood.
Hidegi's my father. Apparently he left this house when he got married. Incidentally, the samurai blood reference is because Grandma was born to a former samurai family.
But compared to Azumi, Hiragi was still better.
Auntie?
Yeah, she really detested this hobby of mine. What are you planning to do?
I'm going to sell it.
When they were kids, she tried to secretly sell one of my collections. Well, she was always stingy. She probably still is now.
Save money. True, she's a bit strict about money.
Anyway, Azumi and I never got along. Unlike Hiragi, who stayed at home until he got married, she left as soon as she went to college. What an ungrateful child.
She must be busy.
Let me tell you about another sword.
Really? Which commander's sword is it this time?
Apparently, it was owned by a captain of the Shinsengumi.
I was talking with Grandpa. I see. That certainly has romantic appeal.
It's just romantic fantasy. Don't encourage Grandpa too much. He might come back with another so-called famous sword just to impress you, using up what little savings he has.
Dad, come on!
I've always been frustrated with his antique hobby. He was always about work, 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 never doing housework. After Mom died, he became obsessed with antiques. I bet more than half his income went to swords. We weren't struggling financially, but we had to make sacrifices in other areas. More importantly, we didn't get enough love from him. That's probably why Azumi became a penny pincher.
That's going too far. Grandpa's a good person.
He only seems that way to you because you two share the same interests. He was always obsessed with swords, then and now. His inheritance is probably mostly Japanese swords now.
Stop it, Dad! Inheritance? That's not a topic to discuss.
We'll have to talk about it eventually. Though if possible, I don't want to inherit anything. All he'll leave behind are mysterious swords that will just take time and money to register. Even Azumi said she doesn't want Dad's inheritance, because it costs thousands of yen just to register one Japanese sword.
Dad, there was always an uncomfortable atmosphere between Grandpa, Dad, and Aunt Azumi. The incident happened a few months later. Grandpa passed away quietly at home one day. I discovered him when I went to talk to him as usual. He had died peacefully in his sleep. Many people attended Grandpa's funeral, including former colleagues from his company and antique dealers he had connections with. Everyone was sad, but among them, 2 people carried a slightly different air. Sasuji, you must be tired from taking care of him. Now you can finally relax. Knowing him, he probably never even gave his granddaughter any pocket money, right?
Azumi, why did you come?
Oh, is it so strange to attend my father's funeral? Well, truthfully, I didn't really want to come, but there are things we need to discuss.
Things to discuss?
Yes, lots of things. Who will inherit the house, and which one of us will inherit its collection? In conclusion, I don't want either. I don't want to be tied down by the house or swords anymore.
Running away again, huh?
What did you say? Please, both of you, stop it! Sasuchi's watching too! What's going to happen now? What's going to happen? The trouble's only beginning. Because...
Are all the swords in that cabinet?
Seems so.
But this is surprising. I thought there would be at least 20 or 30, but there's only one? Is he hiding the rest somewhere else? Tsutsuji, did you hear anything about this?
Oh.
What is this? A black box?
I just remembered something.
What?
Right before Grandpa died, he told me.
Hey, Tsutsuji. If I die, search the cabinet. There'll be a black box inside. I've left what I can in there. What he can leave behind? Is it a sword? What? What is this? Gold bars?
Gold?
What? Azami, when did you...
Wait, let me see that. Wow, this is probably real. It must be worth quite a sum. Well, let's start calculating our shares.
Ugh. Azami, what are you talking about? You left home and never even visited. You don't deserve any share.
Excuse me? What are you saying?
Both of you. Both of you, calm down. I found something that looks like a letter.
What?
Look, it was in this box with the gold. This is probably a will.
What?
Let me read it. If you're reading this letter, it means you've opened the box.
This is my will. It concerns my inheritance. Divide the inheritance between Hiragi and Azami. Since Hiragi worked hard taking care of me, I'm thinking 70% for him and 30% for Azami.
But the final decision is up to you.
What? Why do I have to give 30% to Azami?
Be quiet. This is what he wanted.
There's more here.
No, that's enough.
Yes, I've heard the important part.
Both of you, please be quiet for a moment. I'll continue reading.
I've caused both of you a lot of trouble. I was a neglectful father. I was not a good parent.
It's too late for apologies now.
Let me tell you why I started collecting swords. Wasn't it because he developed an interest in antiques?
Wasn't it because he was trying to fill the void after Mom died?
No,
What?
that's because...
I wanted to make Mom happy. Your mother, Yuzuriha, was originally from a merchant family. They were supposedly once a samurai household, and they had a family heirloom sword with a name. But the family declined after the war, and they sold their swords to supplement their income. But eventually, the family scattered. Your mother went to work, and that's where she met me, and we got married. We were poor, but you two were born, and those were happy days. But eventually, your mother fell ill. Yuzuriha! Yuzuriha!
I'm sorry, Tachibana. I'm leaving you and the children, even though Hideki and Azami are still so young.
Don't talk like that! You'll be fine! Please! I've caused you nothing but hardship, but my work is finally picking up! I can give you a better life now, so...
It's okay. I've been happy enough, having you, Hideki and Azami. That's enough.
A few days later, she said those things. But was it really true? Her family must have had wealthy periods. Was living in poverty with me truly happiness for her? Isn't there something I can do for her, even now? Is that? Family treasure. If I could restore a famous sword to her family, would she be happy in heaven? I didn't know the details of Yuzuriha's family sword, so I bought swords that seemed similar one after another. I thought I could erase my regrets that way. I think I was a bit mad at that time. I kept collecting swords while neglecting you two, and eventually grew old, and you both left. I thought I had nothing left. But then, that's when Tsutsuji came. Tsutsuji's a good kid. She's kind to a crazy old man like me. But talking with her made me realize something.
Good morning, Grandpa. Oh, is that so?
Compared to her, who genuinely loves swords, I was pathological. I was just venting my frustration about my wife through sword collecting. I probably never really liked swords deep down. I know you two are truly kind. Azumi, you took care of the household chores in place of me, who neglected the family. And Hiragi, you often helped Azumi with her studies. You supported each other, but having a sword-obsessed man in the house must have worn you down no matter the situation. That's why Azumi left home, and Hiragi probably felt like he was stuck with me. Neither of you are to blame. If anyone is to blame, it's me. Those gold bars are my belated atonement. I sold all the swords I had and converted them to gold. They all sold for quite a sum. It seems the dealer I was suspicious of had been doing honest business. Use it to supplement your lives. I'm sorry for causing you trouble. Take care. What can we do when he says something like that? Why didn't he ever consult with us? If there was such a reason behind his sword collecting, I might have shown a little understanding.
I wouldn't have. Collecting for atonement isn't commendable. As a negative example, I'm still a penny pincher, aren't I?
Azumi.
Let's get back to the gold bar. The will said we should decide between ourselves, right?
Yeah, I'm fine with following the will. After all, you were the one who saved Dad's heart, Tsutsuji. Honestly, I don't think I did anything for Dad. I don't even think I loved him. That's why I can't speak ill of Azumi. If I have the right to receive the inheritance, then so does Azumi. Ugh.
I don't want it.
What?
Didn't you say so earlier? If Sasuji saved him, then this inheritance should go to Sasuji. And to you two who raised such a child.
Azumi.
Me becoming a penny pincher was probably a curse from childhood. I hated him for wasting precious money on swords, so in reaction, I became obsessed with money. But that's no so different from him becoming obsessed with swords thinking of our late mother. I don't want to be dragged back into the past with him.
Auntie.
Besides, if it weren't for Sasuji, he would have probably died clutching his swords. The granddaughter who loved her grandfather enough to turn those swords into an inheritance for the family deserves her due, right?
I see.
Also, I've wanted to say this for a long time, but couldn't. I'm sorry for abandoning this house, brother.
Azumi. It's okay. You've come back now.
And so, the inheritance dispute was resolved. The gold bar was half converted to cash for her household income, and half set aside for emergencies. Aunt Azumi decided to inherit Grandpa's house. She could have sold it, but didn't feel like doing so.
How are things on your end?
Getting by.
Dad and Auntie are in more frequent contact now than before. And that one sword that was in the cabinet? It was a nice atmosphere now that's displayed in the living room.
Yes. And I wonder why Grandma didn't sell just this one.
That was written in the will too. Actually, he actually tried to sell it, but apparently wasn't worth much money.
It's a fake.
A fake?
It seems like it was a counterfeit.
Huh.
So he kept it as a reminder. Because he was a fake as a husband, as a father, and a sword connoisseur.
I see.
But I like this sword.
What?
Even if it's fake, it's beautiful. And more importantly, it's a memento of my beloved grandpa.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。刀のせいでバラバラになってしまった家族が刀のおかげでまた帰ってくることができたと考えたら不思議な物語ですね。当時からお互い思っていたことはたくさんあったと思いますが、結局は言葉にして伝えてもらわないと分かり合えないわけです。願わくば生きている間にお互いの思いを伝えられていたらよかったのにと思っちゃいます。何はともあれ何も伝わらないままで終わらなくてよかったですね。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また少しでもいい話だなと思った方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。